This week, Dan gets a new visitor, Jess has fire updates, and we answer your questions. I'll listen more on this week's episode of the CCMouse Funcast. My mixer still isn't working right. Welcome to this episode of the CCMouse Funcast. We are good for your ears. I'm Dan with a broken mic stand, and you can find me everywhere at RFStan.
And I'm Jess. From Gone to the Snorlax and Snorlax Vlogs. I was on a train once.
That is exactly how the rest of this episode is going to go. Also, how's the sound? Are you echoing?
I do not hear myself.
Oh, we all hear you.
Good.
Oh, I should move this.
Oh, I got the wrong. I don't know where my hat is.
It's okay. You're just in like base model Jess.
I was not prepared.
I was not. I don't know. Oh yeah. That's all right. We do things online, right?
How do we do this every week too? We're like, oh yeah, we're doing a live show tonight, and then 10 minutes before the live show, we're like, oh yeah, we have. Stuff and things and.
I think the text to me was, I'm trying to make it on time. In my head, I'm like, that's the one thing we have to do today. That's it. That's it. I'm trying to set up live stream. I'm trying to set up green screens and lightings and stuff, and I'm like, I just sat down. And I got stuck because on Twitch they have a new sports section, and on that sports section it's they play a lot of wrestling stuff. So then I'm getting sucked into old wrestling stuff, and then I ran across an 87-year-old Animal Crossing playing Granny, Booming Granny. So I started watching. Started watching her. Can I put this to the side? I don't know. It's just Mike Day. Oh my gosh, I'm still in the same shirt that I've been in for
a week.
What's today?
It's funny that you said that because we took the dogs for WALK. Jamie went with me last night, and then again tonight when I went to leave, he's like, "Yeah, I'll go with you." So we took them before dinner, and we just did around the neighborhood just the one time, and we were walking around the neighborhood, and he's like, "Oh, I have the same shirt I had on yesterday." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, the neighbors are gonna see you, and they're totally gonna think that you never change your clothes."
Right. Don't.
And then
vlog.
we had dinner. And we had a little bit of time before the show started, and the dogs were super crazy, and it's nice and cool outside. And I'm like, we might as well go again and just go around. But this time, let's go the other way. So we went the other way around the neighborhood. And halfway through the walk, he goes, "You like my shirt?" And I thought he was kidding. And I'm like, you freaking changed your shirt.
No, he's got a point. If you just walk around the block every other day the opposite way, then you can wear the same stuff.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. Yes. Before we get any further, Steve, real quick with the super chat. Thank you so much for always supporting the show, Steve. Really, though. We were just talking about this before we went live. Thank you so much. I don't want that to go unnoticed. So,
thank you for modding.
Thank you for modding. Yes, that's time in your life you can never get back.
Right.
All right. I'm sorry. What were you saying? I just didn't want to let that go by.
So every time I take the dogs for WALK, we go. They're right here, so I have to spell it. We go the same direction. And they pretty much know, like, they know when we're turning, they know what we're doing, they know when we pass my brother's house. Memphis gets all excited and prancy and is like staring at the door, like, is he going to come out? Because half the time he's outside, so that she's like, am I going to get pet today? Is it going to be great? There's a house with a cat. Every time we go by, they look for the cat. So this second time we went for a walk tonight, we went the other way. They were so confused. They could not figure out where they were supposed to turn. They couldn't figure out what was going on. I should have filmed it. It was pretty funny. We threw them off.
I mean, they have their routine.
Yeah.
They have their routine. Yeah, and I am like, I'm not allowed to leave the shorts in those house, or I'm not leave the house in those shorts either. They're clean. I own multiple pair. They're clean. Oh my gosh. Well, yeah, you're right. You sent me that one video of that doctor guy that was talking about routines and the routine changes and stuff like that, and it's all true. It is all true.
Yeah, yeah, they're very routine.
Danielle, which is probably one of my favorite girl names, says, "Where are the cats, Dan? We'll get." Don't jump ahead on that one. It's an interesting that you breed that up. You know. Even I know my hair is like blonde. It is. So yeah, so it's okay to wear the same. I mean, there's nothing to do. Why don't? Before I go, it just comes off onto the floor, which is sketchy. And then in the morning, because there's lions and tigers and bears all around. There's spiders and stuff. And then in the morning, I pick it up and put it back on, and then I go to my meaningless life. That part was a joke. That part was a bit like there's like we're stuck in here. There's nothing to do. Let us know.
My mom.
What's that?
My mom's in the chat.
Oh,
hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom. I wanna feed your chickens. That is not an innuendo. I literally just want to feed your chickens. I was editing the vlog, and that's one of my favorite parts is when I was chicken hunting.
The chickens.
Yes. Helen says, "Hey Dan, love to color your hair purple." Oh, I left the front door open. Oops. It's Fast and the Furious out there on that road, people. I think after this, it's gonna go more to like what it was, because I still have a whole bottle of that stuff.
Right.
I'm thinking that maybe after this, like I run out of the stuff. I don't care if green screen or not. Maybe it'll look fun, but I'm just gonna do what I want.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna do.
Are you gonna do green?
Yeah. You think I should do purples and green, like purplish green?
I think purples and blues.
Purples and blues. Okay, yes, and I'll do purples and blues, which is what I want to do in the first place. Ooh, PJ,
Green is hard because I did mine green. Green, I mean, your red fades the same way. When the purples and the blues fade, they kind of just look and blue. When the green fades, it does what the red does. It just turns red turns orange. The green just turns yellow. But like the purples and the blues fade and still look good. If that makes sense.
Right. Up until like just yesterday or today when I watched it, it's really bad now. It's pretty much all almost. It's not as bad as it seems. Oh yeah.
Right.
It is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's bad. PJ with the super chat. Hello, my friend. Here's my money. Do stuff. Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy like a nut and bolt kit for this. It's wearing out. Even my green screen, because I have to take it up and put it down and take it up and put it down. It depletes. It depletes fast. How's your arms and stuff doing on yours? Pretty good.
Mine's great. You fixed it when you were here. Mine's better because it's blue.
It's better than the fixed job I did on that water. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. YouTube just reminded me you were live. Thank you, YouTube, for finally doing something like that. Yes,
right?
Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Thanks, YouTube, for doing something correct. Somebody said we're not very loud tonight. Turn up.
I can try to
look loud.
I can try to turn you up, Jess, but you have to let me know if you hear an echo in your thing, because
it just says the person just said we're not very loud. Nobody else has said that, so I don't know if that's them or us.
I can just talk louder, or I could be like Jim Johnson. What's up, brother? I know he was writing his. I'm a sucker for any wrestling comments. Somebody was talking about hockey. What was that? It was Steve or something like that. Let's pretend he asked me if I'm ready for hockey, and yes, I am ready for hockey. On the 28th is my first preseason game, and on the 1st, we play against the Montreal Canadiens, the Habs, and it's gonna be weird watching hockey. It almost seems like it shouldn't happen, but if it's gonna happen, then I'm gonna watch it.
Well, yeah. I mean, my team's not playing, but
can I talk you into watching my team?
Maybe. I mean, I guess if I gotta, I should probably root for somebody. I don't know.
I'm worried. I'm concerned because I watched a little bit of wrestling. Like the pay-per-view was on this weekend, and I'm like, all right, I'll tune in. I have a bunch of monitors here. It's like a freaking It's like a sports bar. So on this one over here, I throw on the wrestling, and there's like this time they had like plexiglass up for the audience, and they had staged people up against their baiting on the plexiglass, and so it looked like a hockey rink. But up until then, there's nobody in the audience, and it was dead. It was really dead. The audience is the sell. I'm worried about hockey too.
Yeah.
What are the chants?
It's just not the same. I mean, could you imagine doing live theater with no audience?
Yeah, just quiet. It's just quiet. I've watched plenty of practice games. They were doing the black and gold game where half the team puts on a black jersey and gold jersey, and they were scrimmaging and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's dead. So I don't know, but do you fake it? And if you fake it, who's in charge of the buttons of like, let's go Pens or cheering?
I want that job.
Right. Can you do that? Can you have ice tilt? What happens when you have ice tilt and the momentum's going one way and you're at the home crowd? Like, what is that about? Like, so I don't know what to expect. It might feel weird. I am a little happy. We won't talk about sports too much. I am a little happy that my one dude, Jake Gensel, broke his arm or his leg like the first week of the season. Was going to be out like 7 months. And they've delayed it so much that he's back. So, yes, good for him. Good for him. So, yeah, that's funny. It. Yeah, Stephanie with the super chat all the way from Australia. Thank you so much for the support. Hey, gang, don't forget to like the video. Dan, I'm open for requests for your Aussie food package. Just no more of those crispy chips. And I mean, I have Helen's box right here.
I went to the P.O. box today. The road was open. The P.O. box, the post office is right next to, like, there's the post office, Thunder Bay Theater, in the building that burned down. But the road was open. So I made it to the post office today, but my box was not there.
That sucks. And you're so far away from me, and I'm, like I said, I'm by where the shipping containers come in, so it'll come here quick. It also looked like a dingo chewed it up a little bit, which is kind of rad. But I do have it here. I won't flip it around. I really appreciate it. I stare at it every day and wonder when I can eat the yummy goodness in it. Steph showed me a picture the other day of more of those crispy chips, and I don't want anything. Here's what I want. I want, like, like your guys' chocolate or your Tim Tams or like something?
Tim Tams.
Excuse me. Something would be cool. You know?
Something different.
Yes. Jim Johnson said wrestling is very lame without the audience.
Oh, go ahead.
Yes, it is. It's terrible. The writing's terrible. Everything right now on it's terrible. I was watching AEW before this, and at least they were outside, so there were some people there, and it kind of was pretty cool. I'm sorry, Jess, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, when I went down to the post office, it still smelled really bad, like fire.
Oh yeah, I imagine. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine. I saw the picture that you were showing me today. I don't know if you posted this or not and stuff, and they did a good job.
I posted one.
It takes a lot of people to put out a fire.
Those guys worked so hard. I mean, like, I think that they got to the point where their main goal was, we have to save the theater. Like, that was the goal. We have to save the theater. So all of the effort was focused on that side of the building. But they did it. They managed to save it, because it wouldn't have taken long for that whole. I mean, like, when we watched the Habitat for Humanity building, that building had like sections, and remember, we were like, oh, they're going to be able to save the main part of the building, and then the next thing you knew, the fire was in the wall and the whole building went up.
Yeah, I'd never been that close to like a structure fire before until I was at your house, because every time I'm around, things are burning down, and
right.
It's one of those things where, like, I can't tell if you should be ashamed of yourself or it's fascinating. Well, I mean, I can't do nothing about it, so I should watch. I mean, we watched forever. We watched forever, and it was just so it felt like it was so mega. It was just so mega that I couldn't stop watching this big brick wall, and we knew that the brick wall was going to fall down, so we waited for it to fall down, and there's nothing I could do about it. It's not like I'm wishing ill will on it. You can't stop it, but just to watch how it was so fascinating. And that sounds bad, though, so I don't know what to do. Are we allowed to enjoy it, or do we not enjoy it, but like marvel over it?
I think that's what it is. It's not like we're enjoying it, but it is. It's like I said, my grandpa was a Detroit fireman. For me, it's just a fascination with the firemen and how they do their jobs, and how they know what to do, and how they make things work the way they do. I don't know. I've always just found that super fascinating. And the biggest thing is like, if there's a structure fire, like, I parked one parking lot over from the deli and I walked. I didn't want my car anywhere in the way of where I didn't want to be causing any traffic jam. I didn't want to be anywhere in the way, so I parked and I walked. And then they have up barriers and stuff. I stayed on the other side of the barriers, and at no point in time did any of the police officers or the firemen ask us to back up where we were standing. But if they would have, I would have moved. So I just tried to stay out of the way. And I also tried to, like, instead of just standing there in one spot, I kind of got the photos that I wanted to get, got a little bit of video, and then moved on to the next spot. And I think the thing is like, Jamie and I were talking about this today, because we went back last night. He went with me last night so we could see it, because we heard that it had fallen down, which it did. The whole building collapsed. That's a huge piece of our community's history. It's not just like, oh, a building burned down. Like, that was a huge piece of our history. So yeah, it was a building, but I don't know. It's kind of like, you want to see it before it's gone. And I know this place, they'll probably have cleaned up way faster than they did the other place. So I don't know. There's just something about it where it was like, I just kind of want to see it before it's gone, because now it's gone.
Yeah. You were telling me about all the history and stuff there. Chase with the super chat. Hey guys, super busy at work. Wanted to say hi. Hey dude, hopefully work's going good for you. Thank you for the support. I'm glad to hear from you, buddy. You were telling me that there was a lot of stuff that was in there that was just old relics and old stuff that just wasn't recoverable.
There was a lot of Alpina's history artifacts in there. Did we talk about the ghost on the podcast at all?
No, we have not.
See, I was trying to remember what we talked about when it came to the fire. So the Johnny Lau Saloon is the building that burned down in Alpena. If you guys are bored one day, like, Google it. There's tons of information out about there. It's been on ghost hunting shows. Johnny Lau was the name of the guy that started the saloon in 1883, I think. I think it was 1883. So anyway, his wife died, and nobody knows how. It was like this really mysterious death. They didn't know how she died. So for years and years and years, people have said that her name was Agnes, that Agnes haunted the saloon from the day she died. There have been ghost hunting people there. Waitresses would tell you stories about, they would come in and they would flip all the chairs down, and they would go in the back room and get ready, and they'd walk up back out front, and all the chairs would be flipped back up, or they would move things and they would go back, and things would be moved, or all the beer taps would be on and nobody's in there. So like there was always these like weird things that would happen. So they had paranormal hunters coming that said there was paranormal activity. I worked there for 2 days.
Yeah?
2 days. 2 days I worked there.
Hold on,
and I didn't leave because of ghosts.
Did you see the ghost at all?
I did not. I only worked there for 2 days. Like it was, yeah, I went in, and the boss at the time, which is not the person that owns it now. It's been through a few owners in the past. This isn't the guy that owns it now owns a few other restaurants in Alpena. So it wasn't him. It was the guy that owned it before them. He just wasn't a very, I didn't want to work for him. I saw a situation occur and I went, I don't want to be that girl that gets yelled at like that. So I'm going to go. And I
just didn't want to get haunted. I don't know. I don't like, I need to, like, if you're out there watching ghosts, come give me a haunt, yo, because I don't know. Maybe I don't know a pottery wheel, so I don't get haunted. So I don't know what the criteria is, but I've never been haunted by anything. Casper was cool in my book.
Right?
So,
yeah, I never experienced it. A lot of people did. When you went into the building, there was like, you could sit down on the main level and eat, or you could go up the steps and you could eat on the upper level. And one of the places up there was like where they used to live. Like there used to be an apartment up there. So it was really kind of interesting. But now everybody in town is saying because the building's gone, Agnes's spirit has finally been freed. I don't know anything about any of that.
Well,
maybe somebody in the chat does.
Because that's a relevant name, right?
Agnes.
The chat's still talking about sports
Really?
stuff. Yeah, here, yeah. Ding Dong said NASCAR fans have been they've had sound effects, and
really?
That's kind of weird. Yeah, I watched it this weekend, and I don't care if there's people in the audience or not. I don't care.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't care. It's just going round and round and round, so I just watch the cars and stuff like that. People are arguing which is better, wrestling or boxing, which I don't know. How could you? I don't know. They're both just spectacles.
Right?
Oh, Drea Kitty with the super chat. Thank you so much for the support and the heart eyes and the mouth dropping. And Mouse Queen. Don't be confused with Mousy Queen. With the super chat. Thank you so much with the cute Inu. Yes, everybody likes Dan's hair. Thanks. It's gonna get dyed and cut after this. So you went by there today. You went by the PO box, no package, which is fine. It'll come. Right. It'll come when it gets here. It'll come when it gets here. Yes. So I guess that brings us to my part of the story.
Yeah, I guess that's your part. There's a lot of people in the chat saying that I've had a lot of jobs.
I don't know. We decided it was like Mickey D's. It was Kmart. It was, I guess, at the haunted saloon.
I worked at Big Boy.
Oh, you did? How long did you? I know all this, but I don't recall. How long did you work at Big Boy for?
Like 7 months.
Oh man, I like their sauce. They had like Big Mac sauce on their.
Yeah, I worked at Big Boy. I was a real estate agent.
Yes, that's right. You were. You did the deli.
I worked at the deli. I worked at I worked at the pet store.
That's okay. Yeah, that's not too bad.
I think that's it. And I've owned 3 companies, 4 total.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a few things.
Yeah, that might be okay. So when I was 15, I got my first job at a hockey rink. Well, they gave me the keys. Then I worked at another hockey rink. Then I worked at a screen printing place, but we also made hockey jerseys and hockey stuff. And I played on the factory team, and I worked there. Then I worked at NASA. Then I worked at another print shop, and then I worked at the bike shop. So yeah, a handful. Yeah, we all have about a handful of jobs.
Right there.
Yeah, but I never worked like any retail thing. I never worked like true retail until the bike shop.
Right.
And that's when I grew my hatred towards people. But yeah, I don't know. I guess that's not that's not that much.
Yeah, so now it's on to your part of the story.
Yes. My part of the story is hanging around here somewhere. I think I'm gonna have to go.
I'm surprised we're not hearing him.
No. Okay, so yesterday, this happens every handful of years. Obviously, it happens for every cat that we've gotten. There'll be a cat just at the door. We have one of those like screen doors, but like those screen doors like in the movie Friday, like the security screen doors where you can kind of see out, not in too much. And on the outside of that, you guys have seen the vlogs. Outside there's the porch, and it's got a bunch of pots and stuff in it. And yesterday Crystal opens up the door. She goes, "Oh my gosh." And I'm like, okay, that must be a new cat. She goes, "A new cat." And I'm like, "Oh, it's like a new cat has emerged." So I peek out the window a little bit, and Tails is standing there. And I'm like, well, Tails gets along with everybody. Like, every time we get a new cat, Tails is handing around the new cat. I go, hey, look what I brought in. So Tails is standing there, and I can't really see what's going on. And Crystal goes and gets some food and water, because she's like the crocodile hunter. She's like, crikey. And then she goes out there with the food and water, and, like, usually there's sketch. And this one comes out. This one was laying in between two pots at the porch. I don't know if the cats just know that. They just know that, like, there's cats here, or it's like, it's like a cat brothel or whatever. So she feeds them, and the cat just gets right out of just comes right up and starts eating the food and drinking the water and stuff. So I know better than just, like, you can just go stomping over there. So I go peeking around the corner to peek, and it's this black and white cat. It looks like Buddha, and he just eats the food, but he's eating it, like, not taking bites. He's, like, opening his mouth and shoveling. Right? It doesn't look too sucked up, but it's black and white and it's dirty. So I know he's been out for a while, and so then, like, we hang out with it outside for a little bit and pet it. Then we realize, like, it's time to push the envelope. So you pick it up a little bit, you mess with it, try to see if it's a boy or a girl. It's a boy. It's a boy. Yeah, I'm a little inferiority complex, but it's a boy. It's a boy. So then I, like, open the door, and then it's like, don't mind if I do. And then it comes in, and I'm like, all right, let's see what happens. So I have to, like, put Mooch and the kitten and stuff into the back room and stuff, because Mooch is a jerk. He's like, if Mooch was, like, a real life person, he'd be the jock in every, like, 80s movie, or he'd be like Michael Anthony Hall in, like, Edward Scissorhands. Remember how much of a jerk he was in Edward Scissorhands, everybody?
Yep.
He'd be like that, right? So I put him away a little bit, and the cat comes in, and it's like, I know what to do in the house. And it's all rubbing up against the legs. And I mean, first he went back over to the food and is just devouring the food and water. So I just let him, like, do whatever. And then he just comes and curls up, and it's like, look, I have inside skills. I'm like, you have inside skills. So I pick it up by the scruff. I'm just checking it out, seeing what's going on. It's a little flea bag. But they're all flea bag here. But the fleas don't last long out here because it's so hot.
Right.
So it's a flea bag. I can't tell how old this thing is. I can't tell how old this thing is at all.
Where's he at?
You know what? I'm gonna have to leave the stream to go get him, because I think Crystal took him in the back room over there. Maybe she was trying to deflea him some more. We tried to give him a bath this morning, but he's a big cat. He's not like the tiny little kitten. He's a pretty big cat.
Right.
He's from this
tomcat.
year. Yeah, he's from this year, so it was kind of hard to try to, like, wash the fleas off of him, but I was able to, kind of. So I will go get him. And we'll see. Okay, until then, you want to read some super chats? Oh, you can't see the super chats, can you?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I got this. I got the chat. Yeah,
do that.
Those were the
two.
two.
Here,
Yeah, I got them. So we got one from Miss Christie for $3 with the little. Is that a puppy or a cat? I never know if that's a puppy or a cat. I think it's a puppy. And then one from Mouse Queen, giving Dan the keys to a hockey rink, a dangerous notion, right? He's gonna go in there and just play hockey all day. That's totally what's gonna happen. So did you guys, if you haven't yet, you can go follow, actually I'll put it in the thing, Instagram.com/RFScats. And some of you may have already seen the photo of this cute little kitty. Oh, look at him.
The cat has, like, not left me. I mean, he'll walk around, but the cat is super chill. The cat, like, today I died on the couch for a little bit while it was hot, just curled up on my lap, didn't want to move. It was meowing a whole bunch. I don't know what it's mad about it. I'm just like meow 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 meow. So it's this little guy here. He's ugly. He's got ugly face.
He's not ugly.
He's got ugly face. He's got that nose. I don't know if you can see him or not. I can't see over there. What's up?
Kinda.
Everything's interesting. Everything's interesting to this little guy. All right, you have to put your claw in.
Look at those paws.
Oh, what do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want from me, cat? So this is the guy. He's got no name.
We're gonna name him COVID.
I tried to, and that didn't. I tried to. That did not fly. He's just a purring little purr ball.
How could you not name him COVID? COVID Kitty.
Well, it's a PG show, cat. It's a PG show. The cat is litter box trained already. Like, it just went to the litter box like nothing. So it's somebody's cat, right?
Right.
But this thing's dirty. The cat's dirty. The cat's been out for a little bit to get fleas. Not that old at all. Can't be more than a few months old, I guess, It can't be.
Right.
It's got to be from this year. I don't know. We put stuff on like the Facebook page, like the Lost and Found Facebook page for my town, and the cat hasn't done anything yet. The other cats are standoffish of it. Like Mooch spent all his day up high all day long.
Right.
Rizzo was cowered in the corner, just like, I don't know. So, this is the cat, little flea bag.
So cute.
Yeah, it loves me a lot. It keeps like trying to like win its way into the house by like laying on me and purring on me. And I fell asleep last night, and he just keeps trying to lay on my head. He wants to sleep on my head. I don't know if he's trying to smother me out.
Mouse Queen with the super chat says, "Guess you could say the cat is out of the bag."
Mm-hmm. Yes, the cat is out of the bag and trying to get somebody else to move out so it can move in.
And then Helen did another little super chat emoji thing, and Mouse Queen says,
What?
"Name it No Name Norm."
No name Norm. Oh, whoa. Okay, hold on. Another cat has
But it's-
entered the. Another cat has entered the thing. This is gonna either be really good or really bad. Oh no, Mooch is going crazy. Mooch does this thing where he takes laps and goes crazy around the house. So he's going crazy. They're all a little jealous, but nobody wants to fight him.
Right.
But yes, that's it.
So what do you think? You think you got another cat?
Here's what's gonna happen. It's a living thing. I can't just put it outside because I don't know what outside skills he has. He clearly has inside cat skills. Look, this is somebody's cat. So did they throw him away? Did it get away? What's going on? So last night we took pictures and a little video so you could tell if it was your cat or not. We posted on this thing. It's not gonna have a chip because it's not fixed.
Right.
Oh.
It might have a chip if it if they adopted it from a shelter.
Ours won't let him go without being fixed. Oh, like a different, yeah. I don't know what it takes to chip. I would love to chip myself. I love that stuff. I would love to chip myself. But I don't know what it takes. Come lay on my lap. I don't know what it takes. So I'll try to find that out. I'm also going to make a flyer old school and put it like in the park here, like there's the mailboxes where everybody goes to see all the missing huskies because everybody's got a dang husky in this town.
Right.
And no, don't chew my wire. That'll get you put outside right away. So, so I'm gonna at least do that. But otherwise, I'm gonna take it to go get fixed real quick. Like I don't care how much it costs. Like I'll just. It was like $100 here, so it's cheaper for boys. So it's like about $100. I don't know if the vets are open to do that right now, or I don't know. I could just do it. I had it happen to me, so I could just do it to the cat.
Do you have like low cost spay and neuter places in your town?
Somebody told me about one once, and it looked like somebody's house. And it's kidney, a spade or neuter, So.
Hi everybody. Right. Hi Dr. Nick.
So, right. Hello everybody. So being from the neutered family. Or spade, one of the two that I am gonna make sure that he'll get fixed, but like he can't just go outside. So he might be adoptable because he's so like chill and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to do. I mean, we have so many cats. He's just like flopped. He's just like now just like flopped. Hi.
Oh, look at his face.
He's so ugly. Hi.
Say, I'm not ugly. Look at me. Oh my God, you're so cute.
Got that like nose. Wait, I can't operate a camera.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's definitely 10 out of 10 of trying his hardest to be chill enough to like stay. Like he really wants to stay.
You can name him Memphis 2.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's caught. It's caught.
Hi, Dan.
I don't know. I think that name's copyrighted already. So like
I
said,
you gotta name him Memphis 2.
Tails the orange cat. Couldn't care less, right? Or couldn't care, one of those things. Not even flinch, sniffs, whatever, bye.
Right.
I don't even know what Kamiko's on her own agenda. I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know what she's even up to. So she don't care. Mooch is indifferent. He's not playing his cards, but he's definitely acting out. Rizzo is just, and they never interacted really. Rizzo just sits in the corner like,
Yeah.
So eventually they'll all sniff each other's butts and then they'll be fine. So I don't know. We don't need another cat, but I am not going to take this living thing and just throw it outside. Like that's irresponsible as a human. Like it's a life. It's, it
right.
doesn't, I don't think he's got the outside cats. He's purring and he's out now. He's just a
He
dead
kind of
weight.
looks like Sid. He kind of looks like Greg's cat.
I want to name him like Frank. Name him Dan. I think he chooses you. I was talking to Blake about naming him Dan yesterday, so I don't think I'm gonna name him Dan because it's gonna be like Dan, and I'll be like, huh? Oh, huh? Is there snacks for me? Is there?
Mouse Queen says Hawkins reference in the Hawk, since he likes to hang out with you a lot.
Yeah, you can be Hawkins. You want to be Hawkins? I like Frank or Bob or something. I want to give him like a human name or something like that.
Stephanie says, what a cutie. You should name it Husky. Those were all super chats, by the way.
No, I don't. No. I don't want any dog references, okay? I am not the one with the dogs. That is not my vertical. That is not my vertical. So, I don't know. His name needs to be Podcast. Oh, you people. I thought you guys were going to come up with great names. You guys suck. Could you
There's a Fred the Feline.
No, yeah, he can't have a cooler name than me. That's the thing.
Name it Oreo.
Yeah, hey, Oreo.
Somebody said he's too nice to be named Frank.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. What about bringing him to a no-kill shelter? I don't know if we have one of those. I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because right now I know right now I know what's going to happen to him. Like, he's going to get fed. He's going to use the litter box. He's going to be okay. He's going to be defleed. I don't know what happens to him when I let him go to somewhere else. I don't know.
I mean, if it's a no-kill shelter, they're going to take care of him.
Jordan says, if you name him, you have to keep him. That is not true. Kitty doesn't have a name. It's just Kitty, and Kitty's like 7 years old. So that isn't.
Call him Rona.
Rona? You really want a pandemic name for the cat, don't you?
If you keep it, you have to give it a pandemic name, so you'll always remember that this was the cat that showed up in the pandemic.
Yeah, are you on pandemic? I don't know. I don't know if I can do that. I don't think people are going to be happy when I'm yelling for COVID outside. It's COVID! Where are you? And people are going to be like, what? And he don't run away. Last night, him and I had a talk last night. He was out on the porch with me, and I looked at him, and I was like, look, dude, choice is yours. You can just go, and you never have to come back, and you can live the life that you want. You can do anything you want. You can be anything you want. You can just go. Or you could turn around and come back in this house, and then you're just kind of in this house. And he does a really good job on trying to trip me every time he's walking through my legs, every time I take a dang step. So, yeah, so he came back inside. He ate some more snacks. And he's
Name him Corona.
He's just pretty much done. He's just done. So I don't know. He's really taken a liking to me, and I don't know if maybe his owner was a guy. Usually, Crystal's a cat whisperer. The cats are indifferent to me. They treat me like an equal. So me and the cats both have the same, they treat me like an equal. They think Crystal's God. She's got the foods, she's got like the nails, so she scratches better and stuff like that.
Right.
I swear I've seen Mooch flip me off. I don't even know he's got 5 fingers, but he's flipped me off before. So the fact that this one really loves me right now, and he'll grow out of it. He'll grow out of it and he won't like me, but I don't know if maybe his owner was a male or what was going on. But that's it. I have a White Claw. Ooh,
White Claw. That's cute.
White Claw.
Mouse Queen with a super chat says, wait, you have tails. Why not Sonic?
Sonic. I'd rather call him Knuckles than Sonic. Sonic was like the red Knuckles.
Drea Kitty says, name him Bob Vila or Tim Taylor.
No. I like Bob Vila, but no. He can't be Tim Taylor.
Name him Bob Ross.
No, I can't do that. He doesn't look like Bob Ross. He does have this little, nose.
You can name him Adolf.
Yeah, he's got a little nose stash. You see his little dot there?
Yeah, I do.
Does he have potential to be a famous internet cat? Oh, look at him.
I think so.
He just takes it.
Mouse Queen says there's also Ronnie, Rascal, Rocco, and Knuckles.
Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh, you have too much. But right now he's a little flea bag.
Look at him.
But he's always. He's been nothing.
Aww.
He's been nothing but good and nothing but kind. And so yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. Do we need another cat? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We don't need another cat. But I am not gonna take this thing and just put it outside.
Right.
I'm not shedding too bad. I just was eating.
Christine says Jeff is the name. Loki says can always be TikTok famous. There you go. Now you got your TikTok cat.
Right. I could get a Sharpie marker and fill it in a little bit more, but I guess I could do that. No, definitely not Jeff. I'm sorry, that is just not happening. There's a handful of names that's just not happening. Yeah, so that's it. That's what happened yesterday. That's maybe about 24 hours ago.
Yeah, not even. I think it was about this time last night. You were blowing up my phone going, there's a cat. What do we do?
It's got fleas. It doesn't have that. It doesn't have that much fleas, though.
I still think it's funny that you got a cat and you messaged me going, "What do I do?" And the first thing I think I said was, "I'm pretty sure Crystal knows more about cats than I do."
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know if I needed to go get some canine Advantix or
Right,
some
right.
like something like that. We eventually just did the soap bath. But every time we
Right.
find a kitten, it's so dang tiny it fits in the palm of your hands and poops all over Crystal. Every time we get a cat that Crystal finds, she tries to bathe them and then it poops all over. This one's not the youngest, so it was really hard to try to hold him under the water while I try to
Right.
wash him with soap and stuff. So it worked a little bit until he was fed up. But he's gonna get
Yeah.
another one tonight. But I think tonight I'm gonna take a soap on like a washcloth and just kind of like bathe him up that way.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm gonna try
Yeah.
to dunk him like the other cats. You can grab them by the scruff and they stop for a little bit, but. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's
Yeah.
got the worst name for cats.
You got to
I-
read them
I know,
though
of
because they're
course.
super chats.
Of course, I'm just kidding with it. Okay, they are. PJ with the super chat. Name him Alpina or Mohawk. No. Garrett with the super chat. Name him Mouse for the podcast. Oh, the irony. Mouse. I'm not too.
I mean,
I'm
that's cute.
I'm not opposed to Mouse. Oh, he's like snuggled around my arm. Oh, I could name him Jess.
You could, but he's a boy.
I know. I'd be yelling at him.
You'd have to call him Jesse.
No, I'm not. I've never said that name out loud, and I've been warned never to, so I can't. Or Mitch from Michigan, but I don't like Michigan's not even. That's on the other side of the country. I'm in California, right, Mouse Queen? Like I'm in like SoCal, like LA area. He'd be called LA before he'd be called anything else. Call him Fleas. I was calling him Fleabag all day today. Yes. So I won't have to get him any chemical-y stuff. I'm just gonna put soap on him. I'm
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get him a flea collar. Once you get rid of them real quick, they're dead. I noticed he's not eating them because otherwise he'd have worms. No,
Right.
wait, not worms.
Right.
Because we've had cats that have done that. I call my cat Mouse. Well, Dre, that's not bad. Maybe name him Jamie, but I'd have to name him Jamie.
Yeah, you gotta say it right.
Yeah. Callie, I don't know. He's a boy's name, so I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. Name him Mr. Beast.
Even Mr. Beast. There you go.
Use Dawn soap. Yes, that's what we were using.
Yeah.
Yes. So I don't know. This is what's happening now. It's cute because it's a kitten. So these other cats are a bunch of lazy millennial cats. They don't want to go off. They don't want to do anything. They're sick of my game. They've heard all my stories and my jokes. They know the antics. This one, everything's new. He wants to hang out. He wants to play. Everything's new to him. He wants to. Every time I sit down, he wants to come lay on me and cuddle up like he's doing now. The only reason he wasn't here in the beginning because he was in the back room. I think Crystal was showing him off to
Right.
somebody else. But he's really attached to me. And he has fun with the toys. He doesn't scratch me a bunch. But he's a little flea bag and he tries to sleep on my face. And it's like, that's not like, you can't, I don't want that on my face. Well, not like, I don't want the cat on my face. So I don't,
Right.
I don't want that. So Mouse Queen says, yeah, I know. Just figured because you do enjoy it out that way. Diego? He doesn't look like a Diego to me. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Ooh, stuff with the super chat. Angela suggested Julio for July or Julia. If it was July, it'd be Julio. Also, do you have advocate for cats? What does that mean? Like a place that like a
No, I think it's I think it's like the canine advantage or the front line, or the not canine, the advantage to or the front line.
There's so little fleas that I'm just gonna do the Dawn soap. That's it. That's
Yeah.
it. I decided that. Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. Name a Dantix.
I mean,
Kit Kat, like the chocolate. Oh my gosh, I cannot have another Kit Kat again. I do eat the mint ones though. So those are good. But yeah, I don't want any other Kit Kats. Could name them Snickers. That's my favorite candy. Is Snickers.
that's a cute name too.
Snickers.
But as soon as you name them, you gotta keep
them. Yeah. So I don't know what to do. If we're gonna keep him though, like he should get fixed anyway.
right.
So I got to do that. What about Lincoln? No, I don't like.
I would
that.
give it like a week or so at least before you really start figuring out about getting them fixed, just to see if anybody, at least a couple of days to see if anybody kind of comes forward or says that it's their cat, and then
I
kind of
just
go from
don't
there.
want them to start like spraying on stuff though. Like I don't know when that happens.
Right. I don't know what the laws are there, but I think in Michigan it's 4 days. So
Really?
like once you put the information out there that the animal has been found, after 4 days, I think it legally I don't know if that's for the animal control or not though. Legally here in our county, if you find a dog, you have to turn it over to animal control. Like that's the law.
I
Cats are
don't know what our
different,
laws. I
but
don't know
dogs
what
you
our
have
laws
to.
are. Right. Cats are just rogue.
Yeah.
But I don't know
yeah.
what the law is, to be honest. At first I was like, no, that's not happening here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it
Right.
is, but I am not taking him down to the shelter because he will not be there in 48 hours. That is not what's gonna happen.
Right.
Hey, I can name him Funner.
I think that I think the shelter and the pound are different. Animal control and the shelter are different. Like there's a lot of shelters that are no kill. Like we have cat colonies at our shelter where the cats just live.
That sounds crazy.
But it works and they're happy and they're taken care of.
I don't know if I want him to fight. Like I feel bad. Like I'm responsible for his quality of life.
Right.
So I don't know. Mouse Queen with the super chat. Kit, see what I did there? Kit's not bad. Kit checks off all the boxes, all the Kit Kats that Melissa sent me. I've been eating those. Kit from Knight Rider, because I know how much you love Mr. Feeney. That'd make you happy. Helen said Vegemite. I can name it Vegemite. Oh my god, you guys cracked me up. You guys cracked me up. Taco Cat? I could name him just Taco. I would like Taco's not too bad, but then we had a dog named Paco. Well, they had a dog named Paco, so that might be it. He looks, if you guys watch the old vlogs, he looks just like Buddha, the black and white Buddha cat.
Yeah.
And Buddha was huge. Buddha was a big. What'd you call the farmy cats? Like the big, huge farm.
Tomcat.
Yeah, Buddha was a big old tomcat. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I have him here, and he's purring, and he's really, 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 really trying so hard to win a pass to Dan Wonka's never end, because the cats get treated great here. They get snacks. They were eating like cat Go-Gurts the other day. They always they're happy. This cat could go wherever he wants to and be happy in here, but another cat, I don't know. Every time we get
another mouth to feed.
Every time we get a cat, I know, and they're not cheap, because we get them the
Yeah.
good food, because I want to get them the good food because I care about the cats,
Right.
and only Fiji water for them. So I don't know. But every time we get a cat, the balance gets shifted. Last night, Rizzo was hiding in the corner like somebody beat her. I'm like, what's up? You didn't even come sniff the cat's butt. You don't know. It could be like cherry chapstick. You might like it. And then she's just like, no. I had to go feed her over there in the corner. Today, she came out a little bit when the cat was sleeping and sniffed and walked away. I haven't seen the kitten at all. Nobody was out last night, really. So, but they'll get used to each other. They always do. But it changes everybody's mood. Mooch had a meltdown right here, and now he's in there He's over there sleeping.
Right.
So I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm sorry. I've been talking about a cat for like 40 minutes now.
Well, yeah, but that was kind of what we were going to talk about. And not really. We've actually only been talking about a cat for 20 minutes.
Oh, cool. Then I got 20 more minutes in me. Loki says, yeah, the dynamics change. They do, huh? So, yeah. So I got this guy here who's asleep on my lap again because it's all he wants to do.
And I think you kind of, like you said, you kind of have to think about, the other cats that you already have, and are they going to be okay with having a new cat in the house? So there's a lot of things that you have to consider. I mean, I go through the same thing every time we get a dog. Like when we had Oakley, I really wanted to rescue a dog, but I knew how Oakley could be with other dogs. So it became, I don't want to bring some random dog into the house when I know it's going to upset her because she was so anxiety everything. Right. So we couldn't rescue a dog, but I knew she liked puppies. So I'm like, she's better with puppies than she is with adult dogs. So because you care, you have to take all of those things into consideration.
You stink. Yeah, that's true. You're right. So I don't know what's gonna happen. Oh man, you need to handle that. Oh, well, there's strike one. There's strike one. I felt like he had to be getting too much food and water and stuff like that because I went and checked the litter box. It was like runny. So like it's like. I don't know if he was just catching up on just eating and drinking. I was trying to monitor it because they won't stop. He wasn't even chewing at one point. Like I said, he opened his mouth and scooped up and just like swallowed it all down.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's where I'm at now. This has been taking up it doesn't take up too much of my time because he comes and lays with me. But my thought process is like, well, what are we gonna what's gonna happen with this? Oh no, wait, that's the wrong way. What's gonna happen with this living animal? Mouse Queen with the super chat. LOL. Him being your close companion is very much like a Kit trait too. LOL. He's wanting to be your best buddy, pal, and partner. He does. Oh, now he's sleeping. Yeah, so he's trying his hardest, and it's working to an extent. Like, it's fun because it's new. I won't lie. Like, I'm having a good time. Like,
Right.
like I said, this one hasn't heard all my stories and all my stuff yet, so he likes me. And I got him to do that thing, and he stood up on his back legs and let me pet him and stuff. So
It's a distraction from everything else that's going on for a little bit. I was excited when you messaged me, and I'm like, ooh, and now I get to see a new cat.
yeah. Now you get to see a new cat. So I don't know. It's kind of like Crystal's in charge of the. I did not know. Hold on. I did not fart. It was the cat. It was the cat. I take ownerships of mine. So it's up to Crystal, really. Like, she's the one that maintains them and stuff like that. All I do is, like, when they break my stuff, I get irritated or like whatever. I have to vacuum every other day or whatever. But what? Hi, yeah, I'm talking about you. Ow. So it's kind of like really up to her. It's hard to say goodbye to him when you get attached and stuff, but
oh yeah,
we weren't gonna have any more. But whatever. I'm a softie, so it's gonna be. It's gonna be doing that. He might not be used to eating that rich food or any food at all.
Right. Do you
a bit, though.
Do you want to tell them what they have to look forward to tomorrow?
Oh, probably 100 cat pictures.
No.
I have uploaded the Michigan video for the vlogs, and we will release it. Is that what you're talking about? Well, yeah. Tomorrow morning around 9 o'clock or so Pacific time, we'll release it. It's like 47 minutes long.
Getting a whole entire vlog.
Yes. I decided not to use any of the footage, and I tried to fit the footage you sent me that was also in your vlogs in there to kind of fill it out, and I'm just like, forget it. I don't want to. It's gonna. Okay, you're done. You're done. Oh, go. Oh man. And it's. I just thought I left it alone.
Can you taste it?
Hey, I wasn't gonna go there, but yeah. It's gotta be worth having dogs. What is your major malfunction? This is what happens when I let you in my house. Yeah, so you guys will be able to see that on youtube.com/CCMouse podcast on this very channel here. I'll have it up in the morning. And then maybe in a week or two, depending on if Helen's box comes or not, because that's time-sensitive snacks for me.
Right.
We'll either do that or we'll do like we'll talk about it. Like, we'll play it in the background.
Yeah, we wanted to do like a commentary and kind of like answer questions and talk about the video with you guys and play it, but we wanted to give you a chance to watch it first so that you could kind of see it, and then we can talk about it with you guys.
You can. Ow, no, don't put your claws there. I need that. Oh my gosh. All right, he's back on my lap again. So anyway, yeah, so you guys will have that to look forward to tomorrow morning. It'll be a lot of fun. You can just play it in the background or play it at your leisure. We also have the episode of the CCMouse podcast that went up today. And you can find that at ccmousepodcast.com.
That's where you can find it.
Okay. I only put the stuff there like every week, but yes.
Right? Like we only try to go live every week and then we forget. I'll be on time, I swear.
Yes. Greg said he probably was eating garbage yesterday. I don't think he ate anything yesterday. But he didn't look too bad. There's been some cats that we found. There's been few cats that we found that haven't made it.
Yeah.
So this one's
that seems to be like my luck with them. I always find them when they're too far gone. The one we found behind the garage here, and Dr. Ryan tried to save for us, and that was sad. And then we found that black and white one, the one that was the wobble kitty.
Yeah,
that like couldn't walk straight.
We've had porch wobble kitties too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We had took that cat in, and that cat was doing really, really well, and he had him like 2 or 3 days, and then they came in and he wasn't doing good, and he ended up dying, and they don't know why. They're like, he was doing really well and his vitals looked really good, and then they just didn't. So
yeah. We've had wobble kitties, we've had porch kitties, we've had a lot of kitties come and go, because a lot of them will come to the porch and stuff like that, but they won't let us even get near them. Or like this one or any of the other ones that we found. Well, when they're super tiny like that, you just go and grab them by the scruff. You know, you guys have seen the vlogs of when we found Rizzo and when we found the kitten. Mooch, I don't think I was vlogging when we got Mooch. You know, in fact, I wasn't. Or Tails, when somebody's just like, is this your cat? And I'm like, you should not have that cat. Give me that cat. It was just a kid that just had it. So, yeah, so it's happened before. But this one definitely has not been out for more than, I mean, he could have ran away on 4th of July.
Yeah, could have. You never know.
Yeah. Yeah, he seems to handle outside-inside okay, so yeah, but I'll have to find out. Helen with the super chat, I want to get another husky, but I have an 11 and a 13-year-old cat, and I'm worried about them whether they would cope with another dog. Probably no, you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait. You'll have much more time in your life than they will in theirs, so give them the best of their lives, and then you can get a dog. Otherwise, it's just gonna probably be chaos. I mean, what do I know? I don't know. I mean, this one's nice, some of them aren't, but yeah, just don't be nice to the cats. They're not gonna like it. They're not gonna be like,
Right.
this is great at the end of my life. This is great. I'm 95 years old and I have an 18-year-old moving in who's gonna throw a bunch of parties and get a little rowdy.
Right. And chew on my head.
And chew on my head. Yeah, this one's trying to sleep on my head. Yeah, yep, Rizzo was so cute. Rizzo was so like scrawny and stuff, and now she's big and full, and she's so beautiful. She's
a really pretty cat.
She's a prize cat. She reminds me, like I say, I love the Huskies because I can go and like rub on the fur and stuff like that, you know, and it's good. Yeah.
Right.
It's good. Earlier Stephanie said she was gonna send me Maltese. You remember when the Maltese came to VidCon?
Yes,
we had all
I
those
do.
Maltese candy. I don't know if I like those too much. I would eat them, but I don't know if I'm a big fan of those. There's a lot of feral cats around our place. There's feral cats here all the time.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'll look out the window and I'll see cats everywhere.
Right.
Yeah. So there's a lot of I think they're just everywhere.
Yeah. That's like the neighbor lady that we had here. There was probably 20 cats. When we first moved here, there was probably 20 feral cats, semi-feral cats that lived here. And then over time, you know, some of them died, some of them got trapped, but they were having kittens, and that's why we had found the kitten behind the barn. We trapped a couple of them, you know, and ended up getting them fixed and releasing them. And then when she passed away, there was about 9 or 10, I think, when she passed away. But the feral cat people came and trapped them and took them out to barns, so they all became barn cats. But
Right.
There was a lot of cats in this neighborhood.
We had real quick, what about Kumiko? Kumiko was given to us by Jason, Crystal's brother, because his cats had kids, and then we took one for Mooch because Mooch didn't have anybody to play with because Buddha was so old back then. Just like you were saying, there was an old cat, and then we got a new young cat, and he's like, play with me, and the old cat was not having it at all. So we got Kumiko because of that. So she was not really found per se, but
Right.
she was going to be put outside if we didn't take her. What's the cat that sits in the plants? Garrett says that is Kumiko. Kumiko lays in the plants.
Crystal's plants.
So Mooch, well, we got Mooch for the few years after that, when all the feral cats would show up at the door, they all looked like Mooch. They all had that same stripe. They all had that same face. So I think somebody was just killing
Making cats.
just making cats every year and every year and every year.
It's
Mooch was just one of them.
crazy how many kittens cats have and how fast they produce. And
Yeah, they have like a litter. Oh yeah, that's what you call
Yeah.
it. They have like a litter of cats. Dang, they're like
Yeah.
all octomoms.
yeah, pretty much.
Parent just the same. They're like, I don't know, I'm out of here. Forget it.
Yeah,
Forget it.
yeah. The neighbor lady would feed the feral cats, which is fine if you trap them and get them fixed. But if you just feed feral cats like she was doing, the feral cats now become a cat colony. That, you know, cats are very territorial, so they develop these like little cat colonies. So you have this feral cat colony, and none of them are fixed, but she's feeding them, so they're all healthy and doing fine. So then they just make a bunch of baby cats, and the problem is they're making baby cats that are sick. You know, when we're finding sick baby cats,
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah, they're all sick, and I don't want to make it all sad. They're
And,
all like
like,
goopy-eyed and stuff.
yeah, and like I get it. I know everybody wants to feed the animals, especially even the feral cats, but it's safer if you're in a community that has like a feral cat program. So you can trap them. So what they'll do is they'll trap them, they'll get them fixed, and then they'll release them back in the same area because cats are territorial. Like the neighbor lady that had all the feral cats, we had a colony of cats here. No other cats were coming in because those cats would have killed them. Like
Right.
it's kind of how cats work. So once they got them all fixed, you know, a couple of years ago when they got them all fixed, it wasn't so bad. But then when she passed away, the rest of everybody in the neighborhood was complaining about the cats because now they were like, didn't know where to get the food from.
Right,
So
they
they were
were
kind of
relying
going
on
out to all the other houses.
Yes. Yeah, I used to live like up the street, and my wall was to the back of an open field. And one day I was out there just walking around. I didn't have a machete, but I was out there just walking around, and I looked down, and there was just like a big bucket with like a big huge like 40-pound bag of cat food just in there for like.
Yeah.
And the lady was feeding the cats, and I get what she was doing. And then at night I'd look out, and there'd be like 20 cats just all over the place in my yard, running around. I'd try to shoo them away. I know she was trying to do good, but yeah.
And that's the thing. I think people, you know, they're trying to do good. They just don't understand the dynamics of how it works. When we first moved here, we had quite a few cats in our yard because I think the people that lived in this house used to feed the cats as well. But thankfully, they didn't stick around once they
No.
realized.
Right, once they realize you have dogs.
Yeah.
PJ with the super chat. Name a Trailhawk or Rubicon. Never mind, not Rubicon. That's a husky name. Also, Jess wasn't that Memphis's favorite house I'm moving routine
In the
video.
morning
In
routine
the morning
video?
routine video.
Yeah, it was Oakley's favorite house.
I don't want to name it a Jeep. I'm not a Jeep idiot. I don't
A what?
like. It's like a person that loves Jeeps too much. It's kind of like a Cidiot, but with Jeeps. So I have a Jeep and stuff, but I'm not that. So no, I don't want to name it after a car. I don't even like cars.
Right.
I don't even like cars. So anyway, so that's what happened. I have it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I don't know what I'm gonna name it. I don't know. At least the water's not leaking into my house anymore.
It'll be to be continued.
And to be continued, yes. Right about Rubik's, no. I spent so many years at cubesmith.com making custom color Rubik's Cube stickers that I never want to see a Rubik's Cube again. We had cubesmith.com where we were the top leader in replacement Rubik's Cube stickers for all kinds of twisty puzzles. 3x3s, 4x4s, 5x5s, solid 11s, 12s, all different puzzles. I do not want anything. Those are bad memories. That'd be like naming it Bike Shop.
Name it Bike Shop.
Yep. That would be like naming it Bike Shop. So no thank you. I just don't want to do that. Nope.
Oh, look at what Lori says. Dan, you need to start putting trivia on your favorite app, TikTok. I have had a few trivia videos come up on my For You page.
I don't even know. Do you have my login for I don't know how to get
Yeah.
in. Okay. Yeah, we talked about doing something.
I think you should.
Okay, yeah, we talked about doing something not like super canned, but more like TikTok style, where it's like, hey,
Yep.
here's 5 fun facts for today. I started doing I got rid of this day in history, mostly because I can't stand American history, but I switched it over to like National Whatever Day, and it's picked up a little momentum. I'm still working out the fonts versus the layout and stuff, but at least that was a little bit more shareable. What's that?
I was going to say, I think you need to remember on Facebook to ask people to post a photo based on what day it is.
What's that mean? Could you elaborate more?
So, like, if it's National Pizza Day, you tell people it's National Pizza Day, and then tell them, hey, post a picture of your pizza in the comments.
Oh, I could do that. I think it was phrased like, hey, what are you doing today? It's like National Hammock Day today. It's like, well, what are you doing today? And the people were commenting about it. So it's a little bit more active than just watching history.
Right.
Like I said,
I think that's a little bit more fun. And like I said,
I'm learning.
it's trial and error. We got to figure out what works and what doesn't work.
Trial and error. But I guess I could get my TikTok back. I did such a good job on putting it down and putting down social media.
All you have to do is make the videos on your camera and send them to me. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't even have to have the app.
Okay. How did that one do of me riding around on the tractor? Not good.
I don't know. I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, so I could do something.
I put up one on the Snow Dogs Vlogs TikTok the other day of the Dogster magazine. We were at Meyer and we found it on the shelf. So I told Greg, I'm like, oh, let's make a TikTok. So he pulled it off the shelf and I recorded, and then I did a voiceover on the Snow Dogs Vlogs TikTok, and it got like 20,000 views.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I thought that was fun. So I did another one today about the fire. I'm like, oh, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I still don't know what the Snow Dogs Vlogs TikTok is. I want to figure something out for it and turn it into something, but I haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, I mean, after creating for over 10 years, I'm bored of creating alone. I've done everything, guys. There's more YouTube channels than just RFS Dan. I've done stuff for a lot of years. I'm bored with it. I want another. I'm gonna sidekick to help make videos. You gotta go. You stink. I'm sorry. You gotta go.
You need a hype house.
Oh my god, I need a hype house. Yes, I need a hype house. Jen says, you guys are amazing for taking that little cat. Yeah, I do. He walked all over my keyboard right now, so stuff's gonna start happening on my mixer in a second. Whoa! And he's back on my lap. Oh my gosh. But you're right. I do need a hype house. Steve said, literally me and Jess have been pushing Dan daily towards TikTok. You guys have. It's working a little bit. Here's what's happening. Here's a little bit of real talk. I'm not used to this thing that Jess has been doing, and I just jumped into it. And then I don't have the best work ethic. So I'm learning little bits. So every day the water level goes a little bit higher, right? Until I'm like this. And then all of a sudden I figure out how to manage it a little bit. And then the water goes higher. So it's baby steps for me. I'm learning little things here and there. I mean, when you see all those daily posts, there's 50 of them that get pre-posted and stuff. That's an 8 hour, it takes a long time. And I'm not good at this stuff yet. So I'm learning. So I'm juggling these balls, and then every now and then another ball gets thrown at me. So I'm learning, but I am not the best. It's so easy just to go do something else, or even when I work hard, at the end of the day, you're there's still 40 more things to do, and it's you don't have time for you. I was trying to watch this Chicago Bulls Michael Jordan 10-part documentary last night, and I and then like, but I don't have time. Like, I need to go back and finish it, but like, I don't have time, and I gotta do all this other stuff. So I'm working on it. So maybe there'll be a talks of ticks before it gets banned. I don't know.
I think the biggest thing is like with the TikTok was what we were talking about. The best thing about it is you can use it for so much more than TikTok.
Right.
It becomes something good for Instagram. It becomes amazing for Facebook. So I definitely think, it's something that should be done. And again, it's like everything else. You batch shoot it. You just batch shoot in one day and it's all done.
I'm learning with the can shows. The can shows I'm doing, I'm still not to batch shooting yet, but I'm almost done because I almost have 2 of them where I can just batch shoot me standing there after I comb and cut my hair. I'm like, hey, I'm Dan. Another thing that I have this creator thing of is expectations. Like I know there's a certain level of expectation at this point in my creating, and if I'm not going to come with a funny, even like when I did the Hamilton thing and there wasn't really any jokes, and I did not like Hamilton trivia one bit. I was not a fan of that, because if I can't make you laugh with every step of the way, then what good am I as an entertainer? But then it came out really well with just facts and just me and my voice and stuff. So I have this big hang up on myself of like, if it's not going to be super funny and entertaining, then what's the point?
You just overthink it.
I overthink it, and I feel like that's the only thing I have. Like, that's all I am is like an entertainer, kind of. Like, like I'm not a lawyer or a doctor, or I don't do all this stuff. So like sometimes I put myself, and I do it to myself, in that position where I feel like if I can't bring the funny, or if it's not great, or like even when there's that video of me when I destroyed the main line of the house. Instead of panicking, I'm making Mario Brother jokes. Sure, because why not? And that makes me laugh too. But it's like, there's no way that I'm not gonna just post that tragedy. I mean, it was bad. It's on our podcast page, or I don't know, it's on our YouTube. That I don't like. If I don't make a joke, then like it's like that's not me being Dan. Like, I'm not a complainer online or anything like that. You don't see me posting anything political or anything like that. Like I try to be there for the good and the funnies and stuff, because that's what I'm used to. But at some point during creating, there's this bar, and you just feel like that you just can't put your hair down. You have to always entertain. Not healthy, I think, but that's what's happened. That's what happens.
Like I said, we've had this conversation before. It just becomes that thing. You just overthink it.
I do, and I've learned a little bit, like with my hair. I would never ever come without my mohawk up. That's to sell. But this summer I have not been, and it was really hard that first episode. You saw it. I did the one where I put it up. Then I did the other one where I put it up and I had it out like fans. So I was trying to make it entertaining, and then I'm just like, it's too hot. I can't do it. I'm just human. And then nobody was mad.
Right. Exactly.
So, I have issues too. So if I can figure out, and the point is, if I can figure out a way to make this TikTok thing entertaining and stuff like that, I will. So, yeah, that's all. That's all.
It'll happen.
It'll happen. Yeah, we should.
Oh, I love what Greg said.
Uh-oh.
Most great comedians did serious movies.
Like in their times, like when Ace Ventura does a Spotless Mind movie,
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind,
or when Mork from Ork does like, Oh Captain, My Captain, like that.
What he's saying is, you can be more than funny.
Right. Okay. Right. And we've had this. Oh man, I don't want to go there. We've had this offline conversation before of I'm just more than just jokes, but that's all anybody knows of me, really. Nobody knows what my favorite color is.
Maybe it's time they learn more about you.
But that's not what they signed up for, because you can get opinions from anybody.
You don't need to give opinions.
What you want's the laughs and the yucks.
One of these days we'll break you.
Yeah. It's working a little bit. I will say there's been a lot more stuff that I've been getting done on a daily average without you having to hold my hand than before.
Yes,
but you pretty much have me by the scruff still. So
yeah, it's definitely you're definitely doing stuff quicker now, like a lot faster and a lot more efficiently than when we started, and you're putting the time and effort in.
I am. I don't know what my schedule is. Like, I'm up till 2 in the morning. I get up in the morning. I sleep during the middle of the day when it's hot, and then like it's 7 o'clock after we get off of here. My day's gonna start again. Like, it's cool out. I can go outside and try not to break the hose again. I try to like water out down stuff and stuff.
Just make sure you film it.
I know, right? You guys really should go to, like, was it CCMousePodcast.com or whatever? You guys really should watch. I don't know. You guys should go there and really watch that water video that I posted there of me just. We could play it, but that'll get me views. So I'm trying to figure that out. That was a little inside baseball there. Oh my gosh, I don't usually peel back the pages of Dan.
Wait, Mouse Queen is an artist?
Yeah, you should see. Oh my gosh, you should see her stuff. Like, she drew Mr. Feeney as like it wasn't like quite Bugs Bunny, but it was more like, what was the cool Bugs Bunny from Tiny Toons? It was like Buster or so. I don't know. He had like a hat backwards and stuff, but it still looked like Mr. Feeney. I don't know. I was tripped out by the crossover. Like I was like, whoa, what is going on here? But yeah,
I'm gonna have to get connected.
I'm still waiting to be drawn as a lizard. I think we decided I'm gonna be drawn as.
Final super chat. Poor artist here, but just so you know, Dan, you're doing great. Keep doing what you do. You are likable and fun to watch. Stay awesome.
I am. I appreciate the compliments. And I am, but it's hard to be me sometimes. Sometimes I just want to watch the antics, like we talk about. Can I just watch the show? Can't I call in, please? I just want to call in the Dantix once and answer it.
So, every creator goes through the same things. We all go through the ups and downs, and we all go through the things of, why do I do this? And then you have to be reminded of why you do it. Well, I wrote a big thing out on our social media the other day, and this is the last story before we log off.
Yes.
But I wrote a big thing on social media the other day about why do I create. And I talked about, it started off as a hobby, and then it became the community that we built around it. And I was sappy and stuff when I talked about it, and it's the people is the reason that I keep doing what I'm doing. So fast forward, yesterday we took the dogs for a walk and we went around the block, and we were walking away and we heard somebody behind us on bikes, and it was my neighbor and her granddaughter, my neighbor Lori, and her granddaughter, Paige, I think was her name. And she said, we had the dogs with us, of course, and she said something, and she goes, "Can I pet your dogs?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course you can pet the dogs." Memphis is super excited. Somebody's going to pay attention to her. And she comes up and she starts petting the dogs, and she goes, "This is Kira and this is Memphis, and I watch all your treat videos." And my neighbor goes, she was so excited when she found out, when I told her that you lived right down the road from me.
Isn't that crazy?
So we stood there, and this girl pet the dogs and hugged the dogs and told me their names and told me all the treat videos we made. And as soon as she walked away, I looked at Jamie and I went, that's why. That's just like, and then we made it all the way around because they were biking. And as we passed their house, her grandma came out and stopped us and was like, "Thank you so much. You don't know what that means to her." She goes, she's in her room right now calling her parents, telling her parents that she met the Snow Dogs from YouTube, that she met real YouTubers right by grandma's house.
That's
I'm like,
neat.
How crazy is that, right?
That's neat. You give them an experience that they can only get from a celebrity like Gary Busey or somebody else like that, like you give them real things. Yeah, it's cool. That is cool.
You do the same thing though. You mean things to people too. You make them laugh. You make them happy when they're sad. And you have to realize that it doesn't matter what you do. They just want to see you.
It comes and goes. Like Steve said, I am my own worth critic. I am responsible for holding myself back. I am. But I just, but I'm very methodical with I'm not, there's not much stuff that I've said that's been bad or wrong or inappropriate. Right. I do pretty dang well on there. So there's a lot that goes on here before it comes out of here. But I'm working on it. It's still good. Final super chat. I'll show you, Jess, in Discord. I am currently working on Lizard Dan. Oh my gosh. Send it to my Facebook inbox. I've been minimizing my social media time lately just to sacrifice it for more work so I don't go crazy with all the world's troubles. But thank you so much. All right. I know we have to get out of here. I know it's only been an hour and 10 minutes, but we do have to get out of here tonight. I got to go. And but we'll be back next week. And
we will.
Yes, I don't know if it's either going to be one of three things. It's either going to be unboxing of food, so it might be a foodcast.
Okay.
It might be a vlogcast, or it might be whatever crazy thing happens between now and next Wednesday cast. Things might burn down, things might flood, things might catch.
Animals might show up.
Animals might show up or go, or I don't know. I might get fleas.
Yeah.
I was worried about that. I was checking myself for fleas. I guess I might be able to wear one of those collars. Yes. Okay. Well, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the super chats. We really appreciate it. It really does help support the show. It's gonna fix my mic stand because it's broken. Excuse me. And
if you guys aren't subscribed to Dan's channel, I just put the link in the chat.
Oh, thanks.
Make sure you're subscribed there.
Yes,
and
please.
Turn on the notifications. Because he goes live every Friday and does
Saturday.
A live show, and I'm not on the show, but I'm always in the chat.
It's Saturday.
So it's Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. I always notice we get quite a few watchers here, and there's got to be some of you that haven't gone and checked that out yet. So you should definitely go check it out if you haven't yet, because you get more Dan And then I'm in the chat talking with everybody. So do that.
Yeah,
YouTube.com/RFSDan to watch Dantics live on Saturday.
It's fun.
Every
You can come
Saturday.
watch me juggle. This
It's
last
so-
one was
so fun.
the last one was so great when that dude called in and won at the end.
Yeah, that
There's
was pretty
gifts.
good.
There's now gifts. If you guys search Dantix gifts, send me. If you guys find my gifts, find me on like Instagram or find me on Facebook and send me my gifts of me throwing up all those questions and stuff because it was really good. It took off really well. I got the tender note that's like, oh, your thing's been used over so many times. So
That's cool.
people like that. Yeah. So I do have a lot of fun. So thank you for that. Yes, thank you. So
Yeah.
okay, let's get out of here. Thank you guys, everybody. Thank you, Steve, for modding. Thank you all the other modders. I don't know if anybody else was in there modding tonight. Well, we don't need them. You guys are so good.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, it's really good. You know, I'm on Twitch all the time, and I'm in those chat rooms and stuff. I don't engage, but I watch and stuff, and it's so toxic and it's so bad. And you guys are so great,
Yeah.
so I appreciate that. But you know, you get what you give. So, you know, thank you so much. And then, okay, I guess let's do this. That'll do it for this week's episode of the CCMouse podcast. Find us every Wednesday on your favorite music app. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter at CC. Oh, not Twitter. Buy it. One day I'll get this right. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, bye. Oh my gosh.
Bye.
Oh,
Hey, we did a
we did a
thing.
thing. All right, I gotta put some music and push buttons.